We are turning into the departures section. On our right, I'm in the middle lane right now, behind a bus. On our right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Southwest. That's Terminal 1. You can see the cars on the right here. They are already picking up passengers, right? There's designated zones A to G. They'll tell you exactly on the phone where you need to be. They will check on that letter. Remember, you're doing the pickups and the departures for Uber and Lyft. Sorry, you're doing the pickup and the drop-offs at the departure terminal, right? And we're at Southwest at the first terminal right now. It's about 9 p.m. This airport is probably one of the most poorly designed airports in the world. It's a horseshoe, so everything backs up. On my left, I can take a quick left and take a shortcut over to Terminal 7. There's a sign right on my very left here. I'm now passing Southwest Terminal. Again, the passenger will see the letters in the departure zone A to G, and he or she will insert that when they're making the request. So you are pulling up to that letter. All the pickups, all the drop-offs are handled by Uber and Lyft at the top in the departure section, right? This airport is undergoing continuous construction, so be prepared. One loop could easily take us 8-9 minutes, and then we're going to drop downstairs. Now downstairs, the cool thing is, that's what I love about the private trips or the TCPs. They can go upstairs or downstairs, and many a times you'll save your passenger a lot of time by actually dropping them off downstairs in the arrival sections. A lot of limo drivers, a lot of TCP drivers, including myself, I do that. The SUVs can also go in the bottom with Uber and Lyft because you have your TCP license, right? So you can go in. Now we're driving past Terminal 2. I'm going to get in the far right lane here. This would be considered curbside. You cannot wait here, right? So you can't drive in and sit here. They'll give you a citation very quickly. So what you see is, always be courteous. I always let people in. You will see people dropping off here. This is typical. The pickup zones, again, they're designated in form of letters, right? So drop off and pick up. Now we leaving Terminal 2 Delta, and we have WestJet on our right, followed immediately by Virgin Atlantic, also Terminal 2, followed immediately by Aer Lingus coming up on my right. So that's where you would drop off on the far right there. See that guy there heading out on the far right? He probably just dropped off. Right now, there you can see a letter B. Those individuals on the right, they're waiting for their rideshare because they'll pull up to the letter B. We're leaving Aer Lingus immediately. Also in 2 is Aero Mexico. Last one here on 2. And then you'll see a lot of open space here. Let me just drive into this open space. You often see people sit here for a while or wait or slowly move up, right? They may be communicating with their passenger, with their rider, and they sometimes sit here on the far right, like over here. They'll go over here and you just win a couple of minutes right over here. But remember, they will kick you out of here very, very quickly. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to get straight back into the traffic. We're going to do the loop. We are now pulling into Terminal 3. All the cars on the right there are either picking up or dropping off in Terminal 3. That again is under construction for quite some time. And Terminal 3 again would be Delta. Delta occupies a part of 2 and a part of 3, right? So these guys are pretty much in front of me, are fighting it out to get into that very, very tight little end space before you reach TB, which is Tom Bradley, which is the international terminal. I'm going to try and get around these guys, right? Nice friendly Lyft driver there, wouldn't let me in. Private individual let me in. Right in front of me, a Lyft driver. So I can zip past this mess on the far left here. That's what I often do if I'm trying to get out of the airport. But these 2 lanes are pretty much fighting it out. They're either trying to get into 3 or they're trying to get into Tom Bradley. So it starts backing up. Again, it's very, very poorly organized. And as a new, especially as a new Uber or Lyft driver, you need to know this. You need to know that this is typical for a Monday to Saturday night, what we're seeing here. Sunday it dies down a little bit, picks up late afternoon again. Generally speaking, Sunday afternoons are fairly quiet, Saturday afternoons are fairly quiet, but the mornings and the evenings here, it's blocked. So we are passing Delta Copa. All of this is 3, and right at the end of 3 here, to my right is Virgin. Again, Virgin Australia. Virgin Australia around about here. And then we get to Interjet. We're almost at the end of 3. And the very last one is Avianca. You can see these people here. They're being dropped off or they're waiting for their car. Now comes the battle for dropping off departures for international airlines. They're all listed on top there. Air France, you have everything A to Z listed up on the far right on B. You have British Airways, China Air, China Eastern, China Southern, El Al, Emirates, Fiji Airlines, Finnair, Asiana, Austrian Alitalia, Air Tahiti. You have Hainan Airlines, Hong Kong Airlines, Lufthansa, Swiss Airlines, Singapore Airlines, Turkish Airlines, Virgin Australia, Volaris. These are just a few of the international ones. Again, departures, so these people are dropping off here at TB, Tom Bradley. Very important when it comes to the pickup is that either they're waiting at a letter or they're waiting at a pillar. If they're at a pillar, let them give you the number. So let's say they're at 3E, right, or 4A, or B, which is Bradley B1 or B2. It's another great way to communicate with your client, right? So on the left, they're tearing down the parking structures, but there is parking for P3 here, Avianca, Copa, Delta, Interjet, and Virgin Australia. If you wanted to use that on the immediate left and pick up a person at the baggage claim, if private people request that, you could park and then go inside and wait with a trolley. Sometimes you have a name tag, but that's for privates. Everything right now we're discussing is pickup and drop off for Uber and Lyft on the top section in departures. Midway through TB, we're at the end of the horseshoe. Right in the middle at the end of the horseshoe, we have Korean Air on my right now. Coming up towards the end, British Airways. As you can see, these guys are trying to battle it out and fight and try to get a spot here. So you just have to go along with it, right? There's no other way. Get around this guy. British Airways, Qantas, Fiji Airlines, Japan Airlines, Hong Kong Airlines, Philippines, China Airlines. What else do we have here? Xiamen Airlines, Air Tahiti, Norwegian Airlines, and right at the end, Sichuan Airlines. Again, always look out for pedestrians. They'll walk across. I have a red light right now. I'm heading into AA, American Airlines, Terminal 4, right in front of me. So that blue section there that you can see, a lot of people will drop off there, right? Will drop off right over here or pick up. On your far right here, you'll see a section there. It says D. All of these people are waiting for rideshare companies. And then you'll have your taxis mainly downstairs, right? So this here is American. Here, right now, you'll find mainly drop-offs or private individuals picking up families, so not rideshare. This here right in front of me, this guy probably just dropped off, is going to pull out right now, right? I can go over to the far right to show you this section. Here you have, again, this is all American Airlines, nice and open to drop off at. And also very important, I drop off a lot of people here at American Priority. My first class passengers mainly right over here, right? And then to bypass this traffic, what I often do is I stay in this right as long as I can to get past all of this traffic, right? Freeing up 2, 3, 4 minutes by going past all of these guys. And we're at number 5, American still. And then this is American Priority. Number 5, Hawaiian Airlines right over here, fairly much where this bridge is above me. If I pull over here to the right, I drop off for departures Hawaiian, right? And then I'm coming over here, still in the 5 section. I now reach JetBlue on my right. And opposite JetBlue, you will see the parking structure 6 on the far left. If you need to park, go across, right? Or help them with their luggage. Doesn't happen very often though. So again, here there are people waiting to be picked up. Right after JetBlue, still in number 5, we have Spirit Airlines. We're going to stay in this lane so I can show you the terminal so you can see the signs. There we go. Now we lined up with Spirit Airlines. And one that you will not get too often is Sun Country. Sometimes they will park double here. So you just basically work your way back in. That's probably an Uber or Lyft driver. The guy's picking up in the E zone. There it is. It's marketed. This guy won't let me in. This guy will. It's a shit show. You just have to fight for your space, right? So passing Sun Country, then you have pickup E. Right over here, these people are all waiting pickup E. And then you have number 5 here, Allegiant and Frontier. What I'm going to do right over here is I'm going to get in to the far right to show you these. We have Allegiant, Frontier here. At number 6 right above us, Air Canada, Alaska, Boutique Air, Mokulele, Thomas Cook, Viva Aerobus, and XL Airways, all at number 6, right? So now we're leaving number 5, and the very first sign here is Alaska. Easy place to pick up and drop off. I do a lot of pickups and drop-offs here. And again, Alaska arrivals is exactly 1 floor below us, right? So here we've got Alaska, still Alaska, and the very next one is Air Canada. A lot of the actors that go and shoot film in Canada get dropped off here, Air Canada, right? Then right after Air Canada, we have Viva Aerobus, XL Airways. Number 6 right over here, Thomas Cook. 6 Alaska again, but that's Alaska International, very important, right? Then number 6 you have Mokulele. This light, we just have to wait it out here. I'm going to keep on going. Then we have Boutique Air. And it looks like a lot of activity again here. Why? Because this is United. And you have United Regular and United Premier. United Premier is more for the first class passengers. We're going to get around this girl over here. And you have, that's here now is United Premier. United Premier still. This is all number 7. And then you have Regular United. Right, so this now is all Regular United. And now I can head over to the far left. I can go down to arrivals. I'm still in number 7. Still in number 7, and I leave. Airport return. That's where I'm going to go right now. Go down here. And I'm going to go now to departing flights, far right. Now on the left is a nice way to get out to Sepulveda. You can go head north on Sepulveda there or south on Sepulveda. I like that far left exit. But now I'm getting back into the traffic for arrivals. Now this is a mess, an absolute mess, right? So we will have to join this traffic coming here from Century. This is all Century Boulevard traffic coming in, flowing in. And they are battling it out. And we're going to be heading down to the bottom now.